When the Reaper Calls by Sean Nardin. Table contents: Introduction, the hourglass, the signs, there's no escape, the ending, trust your instincts, and be a good soul. Introduction. Three individuals at precisely 11:42 p.m. on a Sunday night die. Their spirits are transported to a new dimension. It's dark, but peaceful. It's not cold, nor is it hot. It's just perfect. And one of the people says, "Hello? Hello? Anyone there?" A female voice responds, "Yes, yes, I'm here. Who are you? Where are you?" The man responds hesitantly, "I don't know, I was just..." Then he pauses. The lady responds by saying, "You were what again?" Man responds, I was at a party and took a whole bunch of pills." One second. The lady responds, quite confused, "You were where? And you took a whole bunch of pills? What? Where are you?" The man responds, "I don't know, but I hear you. Come to me. Follow my voice." The lady responds, "I'm trying to, but I don't see you." Then they hear another voice, another man. "Hello? Hello?" The woman responds, "Yes, who is that?" The man responds, "My name is Philip. I'm a doctor at a big hospital in Colorado." The woman responds, "What? A doctor? Colorado? What? I'm a housewife. I have three boys. I'm from Louisiana." The other man responds, "My name is Gabe. Still I'm a drug addict." Philip responds, "A drug addict?" "Yes, I was addicted to all sorts of pills and cocaine, but I don't have any cravings right now." "Hmm," Philip says. The lady responds, "Where are we, guys?" Philip responds, "I believe we may be in heaven." "Heaven? What? I'm too young to die," says Gabe. Then they hear a loud bang as if a machine is just turned on. "What was that?" Philip stays calm and says, "Just calm down, Gabe. Everything will be alright." The lady stays silent. Then a bright light shines off in the distance. Gabe says, "Do you see that? Do you see that light?" "I see it, Gabe. I see it." The lady responds, "I see it too. What what do we do now?" "We go to it," says Philip. "What? We go to it?" Yes. Both Philip and Gabe and the lady make their way to the light. The hourglass. As they enter the portal, they hear a raspy voice. "Every physically living being lives and dies someday. It's part of being human." Gabe says, "What? You're deaf?" Death responds by saying, "Why, yes, I am, Gabe. I am deaf." Gabe says, "Well, so yeah, you overdosed on those pills." Gabe looks upset and says, "Fuck. My mom's gonna be so upset. I had so much fucking potential, but I blew it getting high. Send me fucking back. Send me fucking back." Dave sighs and looks at Gabe and says, "What's bound in the earth is bound in the heavens." So I was fucking 27 years old. I was just having fun. I made a mistake. "Oh, I know. We're aware." "So you're not gonna do anything?" "There's nothing I can do now. Your body physically was not able to handle all those pills. I only took like three or four." Death looks at him and says, "Three or four?" "From what I remember, yes." "I know. So the issue with you humans is you get so funky that you don't fully remember everything sometimes." Gabe says, "What do you mean?" Death says, "Think." "Okay, I'm thinking I took three Xans and two Percocets around 8 o'clock before I got to the party. I drank 4 to 5 shots throughout the night. Then around 11 o'clock, I snorted a line or two of cocaine. Then I took two more Percocets to balance out the Gabe size. See, there's too much mixing of substances in your system. Your body shut down." "Oh, fuck, fuck." brothers, my friends, my future. It's Death pauses Gabe mid-sentence. They're still there on Earth. Aren't they gonna judge me or something? Yes, they will. Fuck! I feel like such an idiot right now. A lot of people pass away the way you did and have similar experiences. It was those fucking pills. I always needed them. I should have asked for help. My mom tried so many times. Every time I'd yell at her and tell her to leave me alone. I don't need the help. We got in so many fights because of it. I'm aware. He starts to bawl his eyes out and begs for forgiveness. Please forgive me. Please, 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 I beg you. I do. Oh, thank you, dear God. Thank you so much. He tries to worship Death at his feet. Death pulls his scythe out and says, Stand back. Don't you make me reap you again. Reap me again? Yes, again. You reap me? Yes, you and millions of others. But when a physical being dies, they don't just die right away. There are events, circumstances, and a random roll of dice that if the individual does X, he dies. If he does Y instead, he would have lived. Makes sense? You chose X, and X marks the spot. Um, okay. When you decided to swallow those 2 extra pills to offset the high of the cocaine, you blacked out 5 minutes later. People tried to revive you. The police showed up with an ambulance, and they spent 25 minutes trying to bring you back to life. At 11:42 p.m., I reaped you for good. But couldn't I have? Nope, there's no other option available, so God made me reap you. God, what? Death chuckles. Haha, you silly humans, thinking you have the right to even question the validity of God. Do you know how many prayers God actually answered for you in your life? He what? Prayers? I never prayed before. That you're aware of. What do you mean? Consciousness in itself is a gateway to God. Every thought you had, said, or even imagined was because of God. What? God? I'm confused. I can tell God is everything. Every thought of pleasure, anger, and frustration creates a thought frequency or a bridge. Those thoughts that help you navigate through life were created and formed by you. But you just said it was because of God. God gave you existence. He gave you a physical body. He gave you a heart. He gave you lungs to breathe with, and he gave you eyes to see. He gave you everything you need to live a great life. Gabe looks speechless and says, see, now you're starting to realize how blessed you truly were. Gabe sighs and he tries to try to express his emotions. Death looks at Gabe and says, most people don't realize how blessed they truly are before it's too late. They did everything they needed inside them to live a good life, but destructive thought patterns take over, so they become sour and forget to give thanks to God for their existence. Then, pow! Lights out. Uh, yes, Gabe, you were one of those individuals always talking about how bad life was, and how it wasn't fair, and never doing anything about it. I didn't know. Yes, you did. You were warned multiple times, time after time again, not to take life for granted. But, but what? I thought it was all fake, made up like a government mind control system. You're here, aren't you? Oh, fuck, I go to hell, don't I? Maybe, maybe not. But I live my life denying God's existence and never taking responsibility for my actions. Yeah, you kind of did. I'd give anything just to go back and give thanks to God. Of course, anyone would. I should have known better, I wish. You wish what? I wish I was different. I wish my dad didn't leave me around when I was younger. I wish I hadn't of what? Denied my mom's advice over and over again. I wish I didn't blame her for her dad. I wish wasn't such an asshole as a kid. I wish. Yes. Fuck. Follow me, I'd like to show you something, Death says. Death takes Gabe to his mom's house. She's devastated, bawling her eyes out. See? Mom! Mom! I'm here! I'm here! She can't hear or see you. We're in a different plane of existence. What do you mean? Gabe says. The Bible clearly states that God created the heavens, then the earth. The heavens come first. Gabe looks at Death puzzled. Then Death changed the scene to a time when Gabe was 8 years old. It was his birthday. Both parents were there. Do you remember this? Gabe looks around and reads the scene. Yes, I believe so. It's one of my birthday parties. Why, yes, it is. How are we here and how is it so vivid? The mind and consciousness picks up all scenes and emotions, even the unseen and felt ones. Hey, there's Ashley, the girl I had a crush on for so many years. Yeah, you liked her a lot, didn't you? First crush ever. Nice. The death face gave to another memory, and not so puzzling. All you hear is shouting and bickering. No, you caused this. No, I didn't. It was your job to take your pills. I'm sick of you nagging me all the time. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Gabe's dad storms out of the house. Do you remember this? Gabe pauses. Yes, it was a very bad day. That was the last time I saw my dad. Yep. Is he still alive? Yes. Maybe. Okay, that's good. Now Death brings him to a memory with his buddies hanging out in one of the basements. Gabe pleads. Oh no, please no. What? Please no what? This. Yeah. This is the day I fucked my life up. Unfortunately it was. Sobs. Gabe sobs. Jeez, thanks. The signs. As Paige steps to the portal, she's transported to Death's domain. Death says, Paige? Yes, who are you? Death shines wings bright. Death shines his wings bright in the background of him, and as he does, his sight begins to glow. You're. That's right. You know you're here now. I. What? How? What about my three boys? They need me. Death sighs. They did. Yes. How? You passed peacefully, Paige. It happened in your sleep. What? That doesn't make any sense. I was only 43 years old. How did I? The signs, Paige. The signs. What signs? All those aches and pains in your chest for those 8 months? Those are signs. Signals from your body trying to tell you something. What? They weren't severe, though. I didn't think anything of them. I just thought they were normal. Nope, your arteries began to clog, and this was slowing down your blood circulation. And eventually a blood clot formed next to your heart, and it bursted. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I should have gotten it checked out the instant I started noticing discomfort, but Death nods in agreement. I didn't want to. Didn't want to what? I didn't want to deal with the situation. I thought it was going to fade. Yeah, surprisingly, a lot of people think that way as well. And it usually causes more issues down the road. So had I gone to the doctor as soon as I noticed the symptoms, I'd still be alive. I cannot say with 100% certainty. However, there is a possibility. Yes. Paige sobs and falls to her knees. Death comforts her. It's not all bad, Paige. Your husband had a great life insurance policy on you. A great one? Yes, your husband purchased $1.5 million worth of accidental death on you a year before you started having symptoms. What? $1.5 million? Yeah, he loved you more than any other woman he'd ever met. Aww, he was my Prince Charming, my knight in shining armor. I know, he was the only man you'd ever fall in love with. He was everything to you. Paige stops. May I go see him? Of course. Death and Paige visit Kyle laying in bed, sobbing his eyes out, holding one of Paige's pictures. Paige tries to approach Kyle. Can you see me? No, unfortunately not. I don't know what to say. He looks devastated. He is. You're the love of his life, his one and only. Paige sobs and then runs up to Kyle and hugs him. Strangely enough, Kyle somehow senses his wife's presence and wakes up from his dazed state and gets out of bed. Kyle! Kyle says, Paige, 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 are you there, honey? Paige says, wait, what's going on? Death says the human spirits are like invisible magnets. They can sense the presence of its counterpart sometimes. Your hug may have tapped into a spirit. Paige staring at Kyle pace around the room. He's looking for me, isn't he? Yes, he is. His sixth sense knows you're here, present with him. How do you know this? If you've been around as long as I have, you pick up on a few things. May I lay with him one last time? That's fine. Paige lays next to Kyle, weeping her eyes as she wraps her arms around him. She whispers in his ear, I love you forever and always. And she falls asleep. There's no escape. Philip walks to the portal. He opens his eyes and sees the Archangel of Death looking directly at him. Philip hesitates. Hi, Philip. Nice to meet you. You too, I guess. Who are you, though? The Archangel of Death. So Yep. The last thing I remember was driving home from work after a long shift. We just saved a 21-year-old's life who was in a severe motorcycle accident. Yep, but why? On your way home from the hospital, you were very tired, and an SUV running from the police was in hot pursuit. Yeah, he hit you doing 85 miles per hour plus killing you instantly. What? No, there's no way this is possible. It is. It wasn't your fault, though. Just wrong place, wrong time. This is freaking bullshit. I was just about to retire, too. I spent my whole career saving up people's lives, and this is how we're paid. I understand your frustration. Come with me. Philip follows death. He teleports into a few seconds before the scene of the crime. The light turns green for Philip. He steps on the gas, then boom! Out of nowhere, an SUV smacks into the side of his car, doing 85 miles per hour plus, obliterating both vehicles. The speeding vehicle rolls several times and comes to a screeching halt a few hundred feet down the road. Did he? Strangely enough, the driver survived for a few minutes while he bled to death in excruciating pain. Wow. Philip walks over to see the man that killed him. He says, You fucking bastard! You fucking bastard! Philip tries to attack the lifeless corpse, but death stops him. There's no use. It won't do anything. What do you mean won't do anything? He's already been judged. But I'm so angry right now. You should be. You wasted your life like it was nothing. Philip grunts. Your sons are burying you in one of the Space Care sleeper hotels as we speak. What? Space Care? I didn't have a certificate there. The CEO felt sympathy for your son's losses, so they went to Space Care first. Space Care decided to let you stay on their grounds, even without a certificate, because of who you were in life. What? Yeah, we can visit your showing if you want. Okay. Death transport Philip to a showing going on. Philip sees his two boys, his ex-wife, his relatives, and a bunch of his coworkers and friends. Philip breaks down in tears, and someone speaks up and says, Philip, wherever you are, wherever it may be, you were one of the greatest men I knew in my life. And Philip says to Death, That's Tiffany, a patient of mine. I saved your boy once. That you did. You saved a lot of people's lives in your life. Yeah, I did. That was my job, my responsibility. We noticed. Don't you worry. Then, then Philip's son, Jason, starts to speak. Dad, I'll never forget you. You were my hero and forever will be. I can't believe you're gone. It was such a tragic event. I know you're in heaven right now, watching over us. My son, as he tries to walk up to him, they can't see you. And Philip's second son starts to speak. Dad, I love you. I'm so in shock right now that you're seriously gone. I still can't believe it. You were the one who taught me how to be brave. You taught me how to stand up to my enemies and crush them in front of uncertainty. I love you, Dad. Philip looks at his son and says, I love you both so much, so, so much. Are you ready? Death says to Philip. Philip says, yes. The ending. Death transports Gabe back to his office and leads him to a corridor. What's this? Gabe asks. This is judgment. The 12 disciples of Christ will now weigh the weight of your soul. Judgment. Judge 1 interrupts Gabe and says, here in front of us we have Gabe Powers, a young man who lost his life to addiction. Judge 2. He was a kind man most of the time, however, not all the time. He has many pros and cons. He felt as if he was a victim for most of his life when his father left him at such a young age. That event scarred Gabe and led him down a path of drugs and alcohol. He never physically injured another person besides himself. He was a victim of society's influences that affected his psychology. All the judges nod in agreement. Although he lacked belief in Christ growing up, he still was aware of Jesus, first Lord and Savior. Judge 1, so I call upon the council today on behalf of Gabe Powers, born January 11th, 2053, and died on November 19th, 2080 at 11:42 p.m., to weigh his soul and see if he's accepted into the heavens. Judge 3 steps down from the podium and places his hand on Gabe's forehead and says, kneel. Gabe falls to his knees. Judge 3 begins to review all his memories and thoughts. They extract from his body in a ghostly essence. A few seconds later, the judge steps back and shows the ghostly essence to other council members. The judge say he's unsure as the council members all as Gabe's essence turns ghostly blue. The council has decided Gabe Powers, the council's spiritual law and the keepers of heaven have sentenced you. Gabe takes a deep breath. To heaven. Gabe sighs in relief and cries his eyes out. No. Do you have anything you'd like to say? No, just thank you. Thank you so much for forgiving my sins. The council nods in agreement and then says, follow the passageway to your room. Gabe says, okay. And Gabe walks in the passageway and is transported to his rolling ground. Trust your instincts. Paige is transported back to Death's domain. We're back. It's final judgment time. Please walk through the portal to your left. Paige walks to the portal and is transported to a field. She's greeted by 12 council members, all perched behind the stone slabs surrounding her. Greetings, Paige. Hello. The council. We are the 12 disciples of the Christ, watchers of heaven. You did your best in life, Paige. Thank you. I just wish I had listened to my body more. One council asked, why didn't you then? I don't know. I guess I was always afraid of the answer and procrastination. I was super busy in life. Council says it must have been hard taking care of three children nearly 24/7. It was. They always needed something, no matter what time it was. Yeah, we understand. You had a great family. They loved you so much. Are you ready for a review? Well, yes, I am. One of the council members extracts Paige's memories. It's a bright, ghostly essence. The council says confidence is strong with this one. Paige says, I believed in Jesus ever since I was a child. I knew this day would come at some point. Council, we know. The council has made a decision. The keeps of heaven have decided to let you into heaven. Paige screams, yes! Be a good soul. Philip is transported to Death's domain. Death says to him, it's final judgment time. Please follow the portal to your left. Philip does as he's told. He's transported to a new realm of existence, a spacey one, with stars shining down upon him and planets in the background. The council says, greetings, Philip. We are the 12 disciples of Christ. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure, too. What a nice view as he looks around at the planets and stars. Do you know why you're here? Yes, I was killed in an accident. Death informed me. That's correct. You are a great man, hard worker, caring, loving. You saved so many lives in your lifetime, Philip. Thank you. The council says, Tony, a young boy, barely the age of 8 years old, lives to this day because of you. Susie, a young middle-aged woman, lives because of you. Paul, a firefighter, lives because of you. Philip says, I don't know what to say. The council says, we're just listing off some of the lives you've saved in your life. Philip says, okay, I understand. The council, there's quite a lot in your time. A lot more than normal doctors we meet with. Yeah, every shift I would do my best to provide the maximum amount of care for the individuals that I could. We know you're a great soul in your life. You truly cared for God's creation. We thank you for that. Are you ready? Yes, yes, I am. One of the council members approaches Philip and extracts a greenish ghostly essence from him. The council says he knows. The council responds, Philip, the 12 disciples of Christ have decided you are welcome into heaven with open arms. Thank you, Philip says. Thank you so much. It's because of your loving and caring nature. Yes, yes, I always love people and I always will. Follow the portal to your left to your room. Okay, thank you so much. Gabe, Paige, and Philip were all accepted in heaven after being judged according to their works. Let their lives be an example for each and every one of us to always give thanks to God in our lives at any given moment. You never know when the Reaper